It was a sunny day. That day, George decided to play hide-and-seek with Pepper. This time, he decided to find the best hiding place where Pepper wouldn't look for him. While no one was watching, he climbed into a trash bin. It was very comfortable. George could sit there for a long time. He covered himself and waited. Meanwhile, Pepper was looking for him but couldn't find him anywhere. The hiding place seemed to be good. After a while, he even started to fall asleep. But then, he felt something strange. Daddy Pig tied the trash bag and took it outside. Mr. Toribio arrived to collect the garbage bag as he always did, but he didn't know that George was inside. After Mr. Toribio threw the trash into the truck, George woke up inside the garbage bag and tried to understand what was happening. He started to scream, but no one could hear him because of the noise of the truck. Panic made his heart beat faster, and he began breathing more quickly. Soon he felt the lack of oxygen and managed to open the bag. Looking around, he realized where he was. He was very scared. He sat there crying, waiting for someone to rescue him when the truck stopped. But it kept driving and driving until it arrived at the landfill. George thought it was finally over and that he could run out and ask Mr. Toribio for help. But then the dumping began. A huge pile of trash fell together with George into the landfill. George managed to get out. He was covered in garbage, and Mr. Toribio had already left. He looked around, and there was a terrible smell everywhere, and there was no end in sight to this landfill. Trash from several towns was dumped there. He decided that Mr. Toribio would return to the same place the next day, and that he could ask him to take him home. So he just had to wait there for a while, but it would be painful. George was covered with something sticky, and there was no sign of life, nothing to entertain him. All he did was dig through the garbage, looking for something interesting. Suddenly he realized he was hungry. All he could find were a few bitten apples, a few half-rotten pears, and a banana. He ate a couple of bitten apples. It was unpleasant, but the hunger began to fade. At night, he became very thirsty. He found some rotten tomatoes in a bag. They were very soft and released juice. George made a hole in the bag and drank the contents. It was the most unpleasant thing he had ever tasted in his life. However, the sun was already setting, so George would have to sleep somewhere. He was afraid of the dark and needed to find a secluded place. He found one. He placed some torn clothes underneath him and covered himself with a blanket he found. The next morning, he would wake up and wait for that truck, or the noise of it would wake him up. He was sure everything would be fine tomorrow. And when morning came, the truck really did arrive, waking him up